These simple hacks will fix your swing forever, and you could be working on them right now during the off season. Have you ever wondered why your swing just doesn't feel right? Well, now the off season is the perfect time to fix it. In today's video, I'm sharing some simple tips on how you can master your game and take it to the next level. Before we get started, don't forget to hit subscribe. It takes a second to do, it helps me, it helps the channel, and means you'll never miss another video. So let's dive into it. I'm so excited for this because today I've got some help from HackMotion. This sensor is going to analyse key aspects to my swing, and it's going to give me instant results and feedback on the app. So let's get straight into it. And number one, we're going to be talking about the grip, the stance and the posture. Now, the two biggest mistakes when it comes to grip is a strong grip, which means our arms and our hands wrap too far around to the right, which closes the club face down. The club face points left. And then the opposite, I see a weak grip, which is when our hands wrap too far around to the left. It opens the club face and points the club face off to the right. Instead, we want that neutral grip where we can see 2.5 to 3 knuckles on our lead hand. It sits running through the fingers rather than through the palms. And when we bring our trail hand over, we can see this V shape in the trail thumb and index finger pointing up to our right shoulder like so. We don't want to be wrapped around like this, and we don't want to be wrapped around like this. And how can I confirm all this with HackMotion? So if you look at my grip here, it's showing a nice neutral grip. And how does that look? So if you go onto the app, if you click on the address tile, then this shows what grip type I have. So if I scroll down, it'll say a neutral grip for myself is 13, so plus 13, okay? That's good, that's where I am usually. But if I scroll down, you'll see a strong grip that we shown just before, where our hands are wrapped far too round to the right. This is anywhere between plus 30 and plus 45. If we scroll down again, a neutral grip is anywhere between plus 10 and plus 30. So for me, that was good. I was plus 13. And then if we scroll down, a weak grip is anywhere from minus 20 to plus 10. So as we've shown you before, this is when the hands wrap far too round to the left like this. Again, it's going to open the club face. And this is super important that we have a consistent grip, because if 1 minute you've got a strong grip, then you've got a weak grip, then you're going to cause inconsistent shots. And that's why HackMotion is so good again, because it's going to identify that. Because if your numbers keep changing, then there's an issue. So now I've got my grip. It's also super important that we have a consistent stance and posture. If you're constantly standing too far away or too close to the ball inconsistently, then this is going to really affect the swing. So making sure that we've got the same stance, posture and setup is crucial. So always imagine you targeting the distance, addressing the ball the same every time, making sure the weight in the balls of our feet, we're stood the correct distance away from the ball, the body is aligned towards our target correctly, we're ready to go. That looked and felt really good. Next, let's talk about tempo, which is a huge factor to creating a smooth swing every time. Now, a great benchmark for most golfers is a 3-to-1 tempo. But what does that mean? So basically, the 3-to-1 tempo is the relationship of how long it takes for the backswing to the downswing. So typically, your backswing should always take 3 times longer than your downswing. So if your downswing takes 1 second, then your backswing should take 3. You've probably heard me talk about this drill before, but it's the 1, 2, 3, 1 drill. And again, what does that look like? 1, 2, 3, 1. So not only does this smooth the tempo, but it gives the body time to work in sequence. If you're someone that works the top half too quick, then it just gives you that time to slow down. It's almost like a trigger to go, and it's going to produce so much more power and consistency. And that's another good thing about HackMotion, because it also shows you a 3-to-1 ratio on the app. So all you need to do is make a swing, check the tempo, and this tells you whether you're going wrong, it'll give you a guideline of how fast you're going, slow down, and obviously you're going to be hitting better shots from there. Okay, so I'm going to hit a shot now and let's see what this shows on my ratio. Oh, that was a really nice shot. Now that's really interesting because as you can see by the app, it's showing red 3.4. So my tempo was too slow. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna try and build that up to 1, 2, 3, 1. And then that's just gonna help my sequencing and it's gonna help me hit more consistent shots because tempo is gonna be good. I'm not gonna be too slow and I'm not gonna be too fast. And that's a huge mistake that I see golfers make, is poor tempo and bad timing. So using that drill we spoke about before where we counted to 1, 2, 3, 1, it's going to allow you to again hit better shots, more consistent, and you're going to have more confidence over the ball. Now section number 3 is all about body alignment and ball position. Again, huge mistakes before you've even swung the club that I see golfers make inconsistently a lot of the time. So here's a really good drill for you to think about and for you to get better body alignment when you're out on the course, because it's a question that I get asked so much. You'd be surprised how many times a week that I get asked that question. And it's all about picking targets, because a lot of golfers, although we think of the flag, we don't actually think of that. We're thinking of swing thoughts, we're thinking of what we're going to have for tea. So let's dial in. Really imagining our target. So target just straight out in front. We then want to pick an immediate target, which is around about anywhere from just in front of the ball to a few yards just in front of the ball. So target is the flag, drawing that target back to an immediate target just in front of the ball, which is then going to allow us to set up consistently every time, because all I need to do is take my grip like we spoke about before, a nice neutral grip. I'm going to set the club head behind the ball on line with the immediate target. So that sets the club head square towards our target, and then going to set my feet and my shoulders and my body parallel to the ball, which is also parallel to the target in the distance. And from there, all I need to think about is a consistent tempo, and I'm going to hit a great shot. But included in that is the ball position, because if you've got a great grip, great body alignment, but then your ball position is consistently moving, so if you're 1 minute it's just left of centre, but then it's too far forward, then you're going to have inconsistent strikes. Okay, so having a consistent ball position is crucial to allowing the club to work down towards the ball at the correct time. So really thinking of that body alignment with a consistent ball position, it's going to have you hitting really good shots. Woo! That was good. And now the final section is all about weight transfer. And this is where the sequence, the grip and everything we've just spoke about really comes together with good control and power. Now, weight transfer, again, is a very common mistake that I see golfers make. It's one of those things that we don't want to overcomplicate it, because it can be easy to get. But if we get it wrong, then it's going to cause thin, fat, inconsistent shots. So what is weight transfer? So weight transfer is when we swing, so when we take the club back, we're shifting our weight from our lead side into our trail side. So as we rotate, we're shifting our weight into our trail side like so. From here, we then shift the weight back to our front. So a lot of golfers I see, they fail to do this. They lean back and keep all the weight on the trail side. Now, not only is this going to cause you to flick your wrists, but it's going to cause you to hit the ground too soon and the whole body's disconnected. Instead, we want to have a solid top of backswing position where we've shifted our weight, and this is where the tempo comes in. So we allow the 1, 2, 3, 1 as we shift our weight back over, so we have a slight hip bump and we continue to rotate. You can see my weight shifted and I've got a really good forward shaft lean here. I'm not holding back, I'm not digging in too much. I've got a really good ratio of weight in the front side. This position is strong and I'm going to hit consistent shots. A personal favourite drill for weight transfer is what we call the step and drill. So all it requires is take your stance as normal, bring your lead foot next to your trial foot like this, start your backswing, but before you reach the top, before you finish, we're going to step forward. Okay, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, step. Okay, what this does, it gives us a really good feeling of how the weight should be shifted. It gives us a really good position at impact, so we've got that nice forward shaft lean, and you can see it transfers the weight naturally. So if you're someone that usually holds back, lets go of the club too early and doesn't shift the weight correctly, then you're gonna fail. So it's such a good drill. Again, it's a personal favourite. It gives me so much consistency, power, and it just gives you an overall really good feel because you're bringing everything together in this one drill. And another great drill that I like to do for weight transfer is one that we can actually do on Hack Motion, and it's called the release drill. Okay, so why I like this drill so much is that it allows you to feel correct weight transfer from the downswing. So rather than thinking of the backswing, top backswing, it gives you that short time between P6, which is halfway down, and halfway through, and that's what's most crucial to the club at impact. Okay, as we've just spoken about that previous drill, if you're not transferring your weight correctly, then you can see the arms are going to flick. But this drill requires you to have that slight bit of forward shaft lean, and if you're doing it wrong, then it's going to show you your flexion is off. Okay, so let's have a little look for myself. So I'm going to set up to the ball at address. I'm going to stand nice and still. So short swing. Let's hope this shows green. If it shows red, then I'm off ever so slightly. Let's give it a go. Okay, red, but I'm glad it's shown that. So it's shown plus 17, which means I'm this way at impact. So I'm flicking my wrists, which is giving me an indication that I need to have less extension, more flexion, and I need to drop my numbers down. So let's now get this more towards 0 than a plus number. Let's hope this shows green. That was good. So you could hear it ticked. It was a good noise. Okay, so let's try and now repeat that and make this consistent. Nice green tick again. So the beauty of this, again, it gives you that noise. It allows you to hear when you've done it right. It also visually shows you when you've done it right. If you've done it wrong, it shows you by what degree, and you can really nail down and work on that position at impact. It's a drill I love, and it's going to get me better at golf. So today we went through everything from grip, body alignment, setup, weight transfer, and everything that you need to do to refine your swing and get you better at golf during this off season. So I'm going to leave a link down below for Hack Motion in the description, where you can head over to their website and check it out for yourself. There's so many more amazing videos on the way. So if you want to get better at golf, then hit that subscribe button and don't miss out. See you in the next one.